Student protesters at UW-Madison take to the streets with demands following a student's shocking racist video.
Plus, Sheila Stubbs' appointment as director of Dane County Human Services rejected after the Board of Supervisors voted against her.
And the arguments made in court as Wisconsin's 174-year-old abortion ban had its first hearing today. That's all coming up at 10.
Let my people go! Let my people go! Set my people free! Set my people free!
Tonight, students at UW-Madison are not happy. Hundreds, possibly thousands of students protesting on campus and on University Avenue earlier this afternoon, briefly blocking traffic. The protest stems from what they say is an inadequate response to a video shared online showing a few days ago of a student spewing racist slurs and glorifying slavery. The protest lasted a little more than 2 hours and was peaceful the entire time.
Students are demanding that student be expelled, and changes are made on campus to protect black students and other students of color. Andrew Banstra was at the protest this afternoon and spoke with a couple of students involved.
Thousands of UW-Madison students today gathered in protest, marching around campus.
There was a very racist and dehumanizing video that was created by a UW-Madison student. This video was extremely harmful to black students here on campus and the black community as a whole.
After a viral video of a white female UW-Madison student spewing racist language, students are taking action.
Really make our voices heard and make our mission known.
That mission includes a list of demands the group delivered to the chancellor, including more money for multicultural spaces, a 24-hour hate crime hotline, and more, because as they told me, this is not a one-time incident.
It's about experiences that us black students have felt throughout our whole experience here. We are here today because we want black students to not have to face reoccurring racial injustices at the hands of UW-Madison and allow for nothing to go done.
The group wants to see the student expelled. The school says they can't expel the student who spewed racial slurs and glorified slavery. But that's not stopping students who marched most of campus today, including shutting down University Avenue for 30 minutes.
I believe this will keep going and we're not done, and this won't get swept under the rug, and something will be done about this.
Because for them, they say this viral video is a glimpse into their daily life.
It's just very disappointing that we have to be advocates and activists in a time where we should be studying for finals.
The thousands of protesters marched for about 2.5 hours. At no point was there a public safety issue. In Madison, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Now.
Now, the center of this issue comes from the First Amendment. Students found the video racist and offensive, but a law professor at UW says the speech doesn't fall into a category of unprotected speech.
The reaction of the university and the reaction of the students, I hope, has made it clear to everyone that this young woman's expression does not reflect the prevailing views on this campus. But a public university simply cannot take any kind of legal action against someone for engaging in expression that is protected by the First Amendment. That's an absolutely bedrock limitation on what public authorities can do.
Now, what university officials can do and did in their statement is condemn that video. And the students have the support of Madison city leaders as well. Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway and city alders released a joint statement tonight.
It reads in part, we support black student organizers and allies who have built coalitions across campus to build solidarity and advocate for a vision of a stronger campus and Madison community where hatred and bias have no refuge. We encourage the university to listen deeply and take meaningful action to support these students. Well, temperatures here in southern Wisconsin climbing into the 70s today, and it sure felt nice.
But will the sunshine and warm weather last? Let's go to Julian on the backyard patio with some changes in the forecast.
Well, the warm weather will last. It's just about the sunshine. Well, we're going to be seeing periods where that's not going to be so much an abundance for us over the next several days. Right now it's 65 degrees, folks. It feels amazing outside, and it's going to continue to feel rather nice throughout much of southern Wisconsin as we get into the overnights. The temperatures stay rather mild. We're looking into the middle to upper 60s throughout much of Dane County as we get into the rest of our Thursday nights, gearing up for our Friday. So let's talk about Friday a little bit, because Friday we're looking at a bit of some changes. We're entering a very unsettled pattern. Cloud cover is going to be expected throughout the rest of tonight into our Friday morning as temperatures linger into about those middle 50s. But heading into tomorrow, we're going to warm up into those lower 70s once again. But we do have an opportunity to see some showers developing for some areas. Not all of us will see some showers, but many areas going into tomorrow afternoon and evening hours could start to see some showers, and potentially even a thunderstorm could fire off. But really this weekend is what we're going to keep our eye on, because there's still quite a bit of uncertainty, but we are looking for some wet weather on the way, starting off for our Saturday morning and for our Saturday evening. Now, if you're planning on doing any kind of activities for the outdoors heading into our Saturday morning, especially if you're going to the farmer's market, you may just want to keep that rain gear nearby, as we're expecting for those showers to be periodically on and off throughout the course of this weekend, specifically throughout our Saturday morning and going into our Sunday, and of course for our Monday of next week as well. We're timing out and planning out your weekend in a few moments. Until then, back to you guys.
Julian, thank you. Just in the last 90 minutes, the Dane County Board of Supervisors has rejected Representative Sheila Stubbs' appointment to lead the Department of Human Services in Dane County. A lot has happened in the last 3 weeks, so we'll catch you up. Back on April 13th, Dane County Executive Joe Parisi first named Stubbs the new Director of Human Services. Pending her confirmation, that is where the holdup is.
Nearly 2 weeks later, a video surfaced from a church event. In it, she indicates she'd continue to serve her assembly seat while also taking on the county role. Those comments drew a lot of criticism over concerns of a conflict of interest.
And the next day, she announced she would resign from the legislature if confirmed as Human Services Director. Later that night, the Health and Human Needs Committee voted unanimously against her recommendation for the job.
And 3 nights ago on Monday, the Personnel and Finance Committee also voted against her confirmation. Tahlil Mohideen was in that meeting tonight, and she is live outside the City County building with more.
This nomination process has been fraught with controversy since the beginning, with officials saying they were called racial slurs and threatened if they didn't vote in favor of Stubbs' appointment. Others on the board criticized Stubbs for not doing enough to condemn the comments made by her supporters. Tonight, many board supervisors once again questioned Representative Stubbs' suitability for the role and her ability to manage the county's largest department of 800 people. After the meeting, Stubbs herself commented on the controversy for the first time. She said she was facing a hostile body that mischaracterized her.
They've been inconsistent in all of their ways. But again, I want you to know that I am optimistic. That's all you got? You take away one job? That's why I went to school. I have 3 degrees. I am more than qualified. And I know God gave me this job. I won't stop. I've been fighting all my life.
Stubbs was not without supporters. Several community members spoke in favor of her appointment as Director of Dane County Human Services. Ahead of tonight's meeting, Dane County Executive Joe Parisi also stood by his nominee despite the controversy, calling her highly capable with a resume that speaks for herself. Now, several supervisors voiced their respect for Stubbs and her political experience, but ultimately said it was a different skill set. Some went as far as to say they consider her a friend and felt bad about denying her appointment, but felt it was necessary.
Tahlil, thank you. Now, in a statement tonight, Dade County Executive Joe Parisi saying in part, quote, "From the moment county board leaders were briefed on this appointment, they sought justification to say no to State Representative Stubbs returning to Dane County service. Questions not asked of previous appointees inundated the administration in unprecedented scrutiny for any candidate for county service, much less one who had already given her time and talents for so many years," end quote. Now, to see his full statement, look for the story at our website, channel3000.com.
A challenge to Wisconsin's 174-year-old abortion ban got its first hearing in Dane County Court today. Now, the case brought on by Attorney General Josh Kaul could have the power to overturn Wisconsin's 1849 abortion ban. The state is arguing that newer laws supersede older ones. A law from 1985 allows abortion in specific circumstances, and pro-choice supporters say that should overturn the 1849 law. A lawyer for one of the DAs, who is a defendant, says it should be up to the prosecutor.
And under the criminal law, it is very clear that you can have multiple, partially overlapping, even completely overlapping criminal statutes. You can have a statute that treats the exact same conduct as a felony and a misdemeanor, and prosecutors get the discretion as to what they're going to charge.
That leaves the question, can you have a tighter ban on abortion and a looser ban on abortion at the same time? Well, this could take a while to get through the courts, where it has to work out the procedural hurdle called standing. That can be good news for liberal groups, as they are waiting until August 1st, when the state Supreme Court flips in their favor.
An Illinois woman involved in Monday's pileup on I-55 in the central part of the state says it was the scariest moment of her life. 7 people were killed when a rare dust storm blew across the highway near the village of Divernon, blinding drivers. 37 people were taken to the hospital with injuries. 72 vehicles were involved. 19-year-old Hannah Ushman says after she crashed, she was able to get out of her car and call 911. She couldn't see much, but what she could hear was terrifying.
There was no light from the sun. It was completely dark. It just sounded like a bomb went off because of how hard people were hitting other people. You could hear the screech of the tires.
Illinois State Police continue to investigate the cause of that dust storm, which is believed to have come from freshly fertilized nearby farm fields.
New tonight, California police say an arrest has been made in the series of stabbings near UC Davis. The suspect is 21-year-old Carlos Dominguez. Earlier today, cameras captured officers taking him into custody after they received a tip of someone matching the suspect description. The violent attacks happened over 5 days, leaving 2 dead and the community rattled and fearful. The university says Dominguez was enrolled until last Tuesday, but was separated for academic reasons. Officers say he had a knife on him at the time of his arrest, and they believe it's the murder weapon.
He was wearing a backpack, and in the backpack was a large knife that was consistent with one that we were looking for based on evidence from the first homicide.
The most recent stabbing happened Monday night near the UC Davis campus. A female victim survived, but she is still listed in critical condition.
If you've used TurboTax to submit your tax return in years past, you may be owed some money.
Still ahead, the details behind a massive settlement paid out to millions of Americans and how you can receive some of that money.
Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all new power lift chairs and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
We went to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison last night.
I don't really get how the jackpots work.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison actually has had multiple million-dollar winners.
There are linked progressive slot machines at the same casino where local players increase the jackpot amount.
And a standalone progressive jackpot increases when a player plays on an individual machine that isn't linked to any other machine. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. More ways to win. Find your perfect jackpot.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
The local water experts at Culligan can take care of everything but the kitchen sink. Actually, we do that too. Culligan, here for every water worry.
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines.
What? Multiple lines?
Hello? Yeah, 1 sec. But US Cellular gives you just 1 line for $29.99 with unlimited data.
Just 1 line with unlimited data.
So you don't have to get more lines than you need.
No, you hang up.
Are you even listening, guy who never looks up from his phone?
Oh, not for me, I just say it.
Okay, so no, you're not listening.
Get 1 line for $29.99, plus we'll give you an extra $200. US Cellular, built for us.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Non-drowsy Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Live Claritin Clear.
Leisure Concepts has your new hot tub in stock and ready for immediate delivery. Steel and composite construction and the perimeter insulation is so quiet. We'll deliver everything you need to easily keep your hot tub crystal clear, including knowledge. That neck-deep hot water massage feels amazing every day of the year. You'll never get tired of it. Get to Leisure Concepts and see almost 70 hot tubs that are ready for immediate delivery to your backyard.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all new custom sofas and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, Wednesdays, Christina Ricci. Does your son know he has a cool mom?
He's like, oh my God, Mom, were you really gonna kill your brother? It's a movie.
And the hilarious Miss Pat.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
It is only fitting for Princess Leia to be honored on May 4th. Earlier today, Carrie Fisher was posthumously honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Fisher's daughter, actress Billie Lourd, and her longtime co-star Mark Hamill were on hand for the ceremony, as were the famous droids C-3PO and R2-D2. She had a diverse career, including as an Emmy Award-nominated TV actress and novel author. But of course, she will always be best known for her portrayal of Leia Organa in the Star Wars franchise.
I know it's sad that she's not with us today. That would have made it perfect. But she wouldn't want us to be sad. She'd want us to have fun.
Fisher died in 2016 at 60 years old after going into cardiac arrest. She joins her mother, actress Debbie Reynolds, with a star on the Walk of Fame. Movie theaters will likely see the biggest impact if the Writers Guild of America strike is not resolved. The reason why? Movie theaters have low credit ratings and less financial flexibility compared to most studio and television network owners, which makes them more vulnerable. The WGA is striking over pay, employment levels, and the changing way in which shows and movies are distributed. The strike, which is now in its third day with no negotiations scheduled, comes at the beginning of the spring writing season for fall shows. For comparison, the last WGA strike of 2007 and 2008 lasted approximately 100 days. If you've used TurboTax in the past to file your taxes, some more money could be coming your way. TurboTax will pay $141 million to taxpayers who could have filed for free.
Yeah, payments are part of a 2022 settlement over online ads that sent customers to TurboTax's paid service. More than 4 million Americans were charged for tax preparations that should have been free. TurboTax owner Intuit will make payments ranging from $29 to $85. The settlement is for those who filed returns for tax years 2016, 2017, and 2018 and were eligible to use TurboTax's IRS free file program, but ended up in a TurboTax paid program. If you're eligible, you'll receive an email. Payments will be sent out throughout the month. A sigh of relief today for British singer-songwriter Ed Sheeran. A Manhattan jury found him not guilty of breaking copyright law with his hit 2014 single Thinking Out Loud. The panel found he did not wrongfully copy compositional elements from Marvin Gaye's 1973 song Let's Get It On. That's despite allegations from family member of Gaye's co-writer Ed Townsend. According to Sheeran's defense attorneys, the two songs have different melodies and feature chords common in pop music.
I'm obviously very happy with the outcome of the case, and it looks like I'm not having to retire from my day job after all. But at the same time, I'm unbelievably frustrated that baseless claims like this are allowed to go to court at all.
Now, Sheeran had previously said if he was found guilty, he'd quit music. He also revealed the trial forced him to miss his grandmother's funeral. Live music across town will help Madison ring in the official start of summer. City officials say Make Music Madison returns on June 21st. That event started 10 years ago in 2013 and is part of the much larger Make Music Day, an international summer solstice music celebration. Here in town, coffee shops to park shelters, retail centers to places of worship, and everywhere in between. Last year, more than 182 different venues were used to showcase hundreds of local musicians. Anyone interested in performing has until May 25th to sign up. We've included a link to do so. Just look for the story at channel3000.com. Julian Seawright joins us now. Another check of the first warn forecast. An absolutely gorgeous Thursday. Julian.
Yes, it was. That's right. So we were able to have sunshine, 70s, hit 74 today. It's been a while since we've had something like that. But the good news is we're still going to be dealing with 70s, but we do have a very unsettled pattern over the next couple of days. Let's get right into it. Talking about our weather headlines. The three things we're going to need to know heading into the weekend. Well, folks, you're going to need the rain gear nearby almost at all times because we're looking for periodic showers and even potentially a thunderstorm here or there throughout much of southern Wisconsin, starting by the time we get into our Friday evening hours for some areas, especially to the southwest, and then around Dane County, getting into Friday night. And then once we get into our Saturday, again, we're going to be looking at periods where it's going to be dry, but other periods where it's going to be rain. And the next week, the unsettled pattern continues as we here, the First Warn team, are watching for more potential thunderstorms. So planning out our Friday, starting off in the morning, temperatures will be in the middle 50s. It's actually going to be quite nice heading out the door for tomorrow. Cloudy conditions will stick around throughout the course of our Friday, but high temperatures into the lower 70s are going to be expected. Much of southern Wisconsin is going to be into the middle to lower 70s. Could see, again, a potential of some pop-up showers that are going to develop later into our Friday. So around the overnight, we're looking for showers to mainly be north of Dane County, but we're going to start to see a bit of that shifting once we get into around the afternoon. So noon And early into the morning hours, you don't have to worry about any rain. Just going to be onto the breezy side, temperatures warming up. But as we get into our evening hours, especially around 5 o'clock, we're going to start to see some showers starting to develop just to the southwest near Grant and Crawford County, moving its way into Iowa and Lafayette County. And then as we get into our Friday nights, we're looking for a bit more widespread rain showers. Now, mind you, the rain has been all day for northern parts of Wisconsin, but for us here in Dane County, it's really going to start to impact us once we get from Friday nights heading into our Saturday morning, where we are going to be expecting a bit more on and off showers throughout much of our Saturday morning and even to the start of the farmers market. That's why we're saying just keep the rain gear nearby, because we're looking for it to dry out once we get into our Saturday afternoon, and then a resurgence Saturday nights into our early Sunday morning. Then almost the same thing, another wave of some rain is possible as we get into our Sunday nights, transitioning into our Monday. So with these multiple rounds of rain and potentially even some thunderstorms that we can expect for this weekend, we are looking for areas to potentially see some significant rainfall, especially over towards the southwest. For Prairie du Chien, Platteville, Mineral Point, and Lone Rock could see a couple inches of rainfall. For us here in Madison, could see about half, maybe even 3/4 of an inch. But for Saturday, around 71 and a bit warmer heading into our Sunday is going to be expected. But again, rain and thunderstorms are going to be in our forecast here with our First Warn Weather Team. We are watching for our 7-day and even our 10-day forecast, more unsettled weather. The one thing that's going to be very consistent is that we're going to see those temperatures hang into the 70s, but otherwise, the rain gear is just going to be the #1 thing we're going to have nearby.
And coming up in sports, Badger softball looking to get back on track. Why they say this weekend is a perfect opportunity for that with the Hawkeyes in town. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
Are record high energy and water costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive. While you may not ask for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm, Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to be without heat, water, or power. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.heat.help.
Need life insurance? SelectQuote found Jacob, 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife, Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
George uses AT&T. Anthony has Spectrum One. With AT&T, George pays $55 for internet and $75 for his unlimited extra mobile line.
Plus monthly fees. Ouch.
With Spectrum One, Anthony gets internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and mobile for $49.99 a month. Go to spectrum.com/save more to see how much you can save. Get Spectrum internet for only $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and a free unlimited mobile line. Visit spectrum.com/save more or call 833-714-4999 today.
After a serious accident, you'll need a winning team to protect your rights. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Low E, also known as low energy, is wreaking havoc on millions.
I can't even pull out the hose.
Thankfully, there's Planet Fitness. Now through May 10th, join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime.
It's how you turn your low E into big fitness energy.
Our clean and spacious, judgment-free zone has equipment for every workout to keep you energized all day. Simply join through the free PF app for $1 down, $10 a month. No commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, May 10th.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
A week after the Bucks were bounced by the Heat and became the 5th top seed to lose the series to an 8th seed in the playoffs, the franchise has let go of head coach Mike Budenholzer. During his 5 seasons in Milwaukee, the Deer were one of the best regular season teams in the NBA, winning 271 games, and they also snapped a 50-year title drought when they won the NBA championship in 2021. And just like that, the regular season finale is here for the Badger softball team. Wisconsin hosts Iowa this weekend, and it's a series UW needs badly. After a strong start, Yvette Healy's squad has hit a bit of a rough patch, winning just 2 of their last 10 games. And with a sub-500 conference record, this group knows Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are 3 big opportunities to get back on the right path.
Of course, you want to go on a run, but it's a 1-game run. You know, everybody's got eyes on Friday night, having the game on TV, and that's a big deal. So we're taking it 1 game at a time, but I think everybody's looking like this could be a series to build a ton of momentum.
I think we have this momentum stewing, but I think the fans are going to give us that little extra push to just be, like, more confident in it and be like, who's Iowa? You know, like, to just be able to go out there and finish our last home series strong.
Pecatonica's Jim Stroman has been involved with baseball for a very long time, but his passion for the sport is bigger than the game. You see, Stroman uses it to get his Vikings ready for life with what they like to call EMIB. There's been one man leading Pecatonica baseball,
jump backs,
for the last 43 seasons.
As long as the kids keep listening, I guess I'll keep doing it for a while.
His name is Jim Stroman.
You get something behind it.
And you could say he's a living legend.
Yeah, we've had people ask us before if we know him.
His teams have won 17 conference championships, 10 regional titles, and 635 games.
But obviously he's seen everything, so he's going to be able to prepare us for moments that we may not have experienced, and he has.
And Stroman passes down that knowledge with an acronym, EMIB.
Keep doing all the little things right. It's going to add up to bigger things and success on the field for us.
Everything matters in baseball.
You always want to do the little things correct, because those little things can make or break something. So if we mess up something super small in the game, it might shift the outcome of the game.
Pick it up with your bare hand.
But it's not just a reminder for when they throw to first.
If you don't do like the little things outside of life, you're not gonna conquer the big goals. You gotta do the little steps to get to where you are.
It's to get his Vikings thinking about the big picture when the game is done.
Probably to know that our range of what we're thinking isn't always gonna apply to baseball. It can apply to life. It can apply to school.
As much as baseball is what they do, it doesn't define who they are. Yeah, boy, no. Shorten up.
Brewers looking to avoid being swept by the Rockies. They started off strong. Christian Yelich smacks a solo shot to center field in the first. Milwaukee jumped out to a 4-0 lead. That was the good, and, you know, then the wheels fell off. Colorado scored 4 in the 7th and 5 in the 8th. Brewers fall 9-6, the final. We're back after this.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
Join the Circle of Life at the Lion King. Experience the world's #1 musical. Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Coming to Overture Center May 11th through 28th. Tickets on sale now at overture.org.
Do you have an idea for an invention, but you don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp. They've been helping inventors for 35 years. Call today for free information.
Call 800-550-5543.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul, or tow. Just about anything. anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Because this isn't just about our capability, it's about yours.
Update your home's exterior with 11% off everything at Menards. Timbercrest Premium Vinyl Siding has a limited lifetime warranty and is 15% thicker than standard vinyl siding. Available in 9 popular colors. Get it today for $7.49 per piece after rebate. Your roof is the first line of defense against the elements. Owens Corning architectural shingles can withstand up to 130 mile-per-hour winds and have a limited lifetime warranty. Right now, they're 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Non-drowsy Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Feel the clarity and make today the most wonderful time of the year. Live Claritin Clear.
Defeated. You win. I won. I won.
Want the speed to finally defeat your mortal enemy?
Oh, there he is! I won!
Only Spectrum gives you Speed Boost for the fastest wireless speeds in the palm of your hand. Get game-changing speed with Speed Boost, only with Spectrum One.
Have you heard? We've outgrown our space. Again! Save up to half off floor samples and special orders at Dwellings Construction Sale. Dwellings, interior design and home furnishings. Still Madison's best kept $150 secret.
Channel 3000 Plus. Watch from your streaming media player or mobile device.
And we go back to Julie and final check of the complete forecast.
Well, the good news is that we're at least seeing 70s. The bad news is that we're going to go back and forth. We're seeing some sun, seeing some clouds, and rain and or potentially a thunderstorm, especially by the time we get into our Sunday. Our best opportunity to see the most unsettled pattern that we're going to be entering will be going in from Sunday nights into our Monday of next week. Tuesday, we're looking for a chance. Dry for Wednesday, Thursday, but then more chances heading into next weekend. So it's going to be a bit of an up and down.
Yeah.
Not at all.
But still, we got the 70s.
At least it's 70. That's the good news.
We need that warm up. All right, Julian, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.